In this video, we're going to take a quick look to see how Corvil can be used to monitor the relative latency of market data. Now, this has a number of applications. If you are receiving market data into different locations, for instance, where you have a trading instance, Corvil can tell you which is receiving the market data first and allows you to optimize your trading strategy based upon that. In this case, what we're looking at is the A and the B feed from the same market received into the same data center, the only difference being they're taking different paths. So there is a relative latency between them. In this case, we're looking at the CME fixed fast market data, but as you see there, we can toggle between different markets as well if we wish to. Now, as we scroll down, we can see the microburst activity. If you watched the previous video on market data quality, you'll see here that we had an issue on the B feed where it's being throttled to 50 meg, whereas the A feed's bursting much higher. So that explains the difference we're seeing there across the two feeds. As we come down a little bit further, we see the gaps there on the B feed that we looked at in the other video. And then finally at the bottom, we see the A versus B latency. So this is the difference in arrival time between the A and the B feed. There's a fairly well-defined line here of around 25 milliseconds. So the A feed's actually arriving in 25 milliseconds before the B feed, and that's consistent. So that would be the difference in the physical path between the two service providers. You can see there's a little bit of jitter on the top there as well, but nothing to worry about. But this is useful information because imagine our feed handler isn't optimized properly and maybe it's using the B feed rather than the A feed. It's going to be having data that's 25 milliseconds out of date. So that would be an easy optimization to make, knowing now that the A feed is quicker. Incidentally, Corvil can also read the sending time that's inserted into many market data ticks by the exchange. Providing we have clock synchronization, it then allows us to measure the one-way latency from the pricing engine in the market to where we've received it. And that allows us to trend that over time, look for any baselines and any deviations from that baseline.